It has been approximately 4 days since the release of the Crucible map pack, and I feel I have played enough to tell you what I think, things I think it do well, things I think they don't do well, and really just general first thoughts, impressions, and showing you specific things on each of the maps I like and dislike. Starting off with Cirrus Plaza, this was the map I thought I was going to like the least, and it definitely is the map I like the least. The gameplay you're seeing right now was my very first match on the map, and I wasn't paying attention. I thought that window was a ledge I could mantle, and yeah, let's just pretend that that one didn't happen. Looking at the Bungie-provided top-down view of what this map works, the bulk of what I dislike about this map revolves around the central atrium area where heavy ammo spawns, where objective spawns, really the entire centerpiece of this map, the entire atrium moving into the aquarium and moving into the turbines, I feel is just, it doesn't play particularly well. You know, it's made for long sight ranges on a map that is incredibly close quarters. I played enough matches to know that he who controls balcony controls the rest of the map. That's kind of the way that this was intended to play, but even at that, when you're looking at the vents, when you're looking at the way it flows into the atrium, it doesn't flow particularly well. The design of this map is going to force you to play close, to play aggressive. It is a very uncomfortable map, but because of that, conditional finality, of course, it's already the best weapon in the game. It just is even better on this map if you have ammo. I wasn't really a fan of this one, and I don't have anything else to say. I'm not a big fan of the theme. I'm not really a big fan of any of the Neptune things that they had going on. It's hard to see sometimes. They made a big deal about making sure that the Guardian head was level with a lot of the map features so that you're never aiming in the wrong place. You could see guidelines along all the walls basically saying, hey, this is head level, you know, as a little bit of an accessibility thing, but even at that, I just really didn't like how this was encouraging players to play. I'm going to stop the slander and I'm just going to move on to Dissonance. Dissonance is what I thought was going to be my favorite of the three maps. It's not really the case. I do think that Dissonance is a perfectly serviceable, it is a good map. It is asymmetrical in the right kind of way. It feels that each side has its own distinct advantages and disadvantages compared to something like Cirrus Plaza where everything is the same. When you're playing Dissonance, each side is unique. Each side has its own character and each side has its own angles that is going to play better than not. Taking a look at the Dissonance map for a second, you're seeing your two sides, your sigil spawn and your fossil spawn. When you're spawning in from the sigil side, you have a lot of angles that are going to work well if you're using a pulse rifle, a longer range option, but if you're on the fossil side, you can move towards a breezeway if you have a scout rifle, because there's that incredibly long line of sight blast bloom into ruins. I didn't like the way the center feature of the map orbits played. It felt like almost a little bit too much having the three angles of attack if you aren't holding it the right way. There's a lot of places you can peep your heads out from, plus there's the walls on axis that are see-through. I'm not a fan of the see-through walls in the same way that the walls are see-through on multiplex. I'm really not a fan of the see-through walls. However, this map did have enough when it comes to the different playstyles, the long range, the close range, the medium range. I know just covering all the ranges, but every single weapon that you can use has an angle of attack that best suits it. This map has a little bit of something for everyone. I am a big fan of this one. However, I'm just going to move on real quick to what is actually my favorite map of the three. Eventide Labs. It is hard to describe why I like this one. This map reminds me of Thieves' Den from Destiny 1. I don't know what it is, but there's something about Eventide Labs that tickles my brain fancy enough to remind me of all the times that I played Thieves' Den on Destiny 1. Thieves' Den on Destiny 1 was my favorite map. It was a Fallen theme map. We got another Fallen theme map. It has two wide open areas where you can fight. It has one, close range-ish central objective. That pretty much describes most maps writ large, but I don't know what it is. It just feels a lot like the old Thieves' Den, and I'm a huge fan of this map so far. It doesn't do as much for individual players' playstyles as Dissonance does. However, Once again, taking a look at the Bungie provided call-out map, as you can see, there are different ranges where different devices are going to be implemented differently. You can see outside near the B point in your servitor, that's more your scout rifle range. Pretty much everything else is SMG, auto rifle, shotgun, fusion rifle. You're going to be hard-pressed to find good places to use pulse rifles unless you're camping the middle of the map near upper glacier, lower glacier, foyer, things like that. I think that this map is going to be a really, really good trials map. Of the three, it feels like they definitely designed Cirrus Plaza to be their base trials map, but I don't know, something about Eventide Labs, because the game mode that it is currently in is locked to the 3v3 playlist. What we're seeing is we're going through all the 3v3 game modes, and once we get these in trials, I do feel like that this map right here is going to be my favorite of the bunch of them. Anyway, I'm not going to stretch this out much longer than I need it to be. TLDR, I think that Dissonance and Eventide Labs are fantastic maps. I think that every time I see Cirrus Plaza, I'm going to be tempted to back out. I don't like it. That's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you think about the maps. I have nothing else to say, so I hope each and every single one of you has a great day. When I upload this, it is going to be Friday, so if you're watching this in the middle of the day, enjoy the rest of your day at work or school or whatever, and if you're watching this at night, I hope you have a great weekend. Do something productive, help someone, make someone feel better. Mother's Day is on Sunday. Do something nice for your mama. Besides that, I want to thank each and every single one of you for watching this video. Have a great day. Take care now.